the keys are to the glory days at the stick. From who's got it better than us to brick by brick. It's always the 49ers way, from off-season to game day. Yeah, we talk back. It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time. Welcome to the show, everyone. The San Francisco 49ers have went out and made a splash. And I don't know how much of the radar is going to get on. Everyone's been talking about Ndamukong Suh, talking about other defensive tackles. But last week, Sebastian Joseph Day was released by the Chargers. He passed through waivers, and today he signs with the San Francisco 49ers, according to Jason McCourty. So McCourty's putting it out there that Sebastian Joseph Day agrees to a contract with the 49ers. It comes on the news that the 49ers had released Willie Snead, which makes a lot of sense. Willie Snead elevated for the game. They signed him to the active 53-man roster in place of Jawan Jennings, who was in the concussion protocol. But now the 49ers bolster an interior defensive line with an aggressive Sebastian Joseph Day. And this isn't just any player. This is a player that was a captain on the Los Angeles Chargers. This is a well-respected individual, but also a player that is very familiar with the NFC West. He, of course, spent a lot of time with the Los Angeles Rams, and he is a penetrator. He's a guy that can get into the backfield and be disruptive. So the 49ers are adding a legit talent to their roster. And what that means for Arik Armstead, don't know. But what it could do is give the 49ers the freedom to be able to rest Arik Armstead until playoffs. And now they have a solid rotation of defensive tackles again. You're going to have Javon Hargrave, who played his absolute butt off in the game against the Baltimore Ravens. You're going to have Javon Kinlaw. You're going to have Kevin Givens, and now Sebastian Joseph Day. And the 49ers system is absolutely perfect for what Day does. Day is a guy that's got a lot of talent. He plays with really good quickness. He's very fast off the snap, which is a Chris Kasarik staple. He's a guy that has flashed athleticism as well. He ran a 4.9 coming out of Rutgers. Very talented individual, and that speed definitely is displayed out there on the field. Very fast 10-yard split, which means he changes direction fast. He goes very quickly. His strong and quick hands are something that I like to watch on film. As soon as he got released last week, I made it a point to go watch some Sebastian Joseph Day. And I right away thought that this was a fit. The thumbnail you're seeing over there on the side, I made that last week, intending and thinking that that's exactly what John Lynch was going to end up doing. T.Y. McGill, they can no longer elevate him from the practice squad without signing him to the 53-man roster. He is out of standard elevations. They needed to make a roster move, and they're going out and getting it. So what are they exactly getting with Sebastian Joseph Day? They're getting a guy that cannot just play a two-gap scheme, but can get in the backfield and disrupt. And that's what the 49ers defense has been predicated on. And let's be honest, this is an upgrade over who they just played with the Baltimore Ravens and the week before the Arizona Cardinals. Sebastian Joseph Day, arguably, they could put into the starting lineup and have him play opposite of Javon Hargrave over the next 2 weeks, and he would do a great job. Now, do they intend to do that? I don't know. What I do know is, though, now part of this rotation, him and Kevin Givens rushing together, he will play the run tough. He will occasionally get in the backfield and make some plays. But think about this from this perspective. He played 14 games for the Chargers, and he had 3 sacks. That 3 sacks would have been number 1 on the San Francisco 49ers last season. In fact, they only totaled 3 sacks for the entire year. So you're getting a player that can make an impact in the middle, that can help stop the run, and that can increase your chances of continued production as you rotate through the defensive line. So the 49ers have done this consistently now. You had edge defense problems. You go out and you get Randy Gregory. You get Chase Young. You have an interior defensive tackle problem because you have the injuries, Arik Armstead and Kalia Davis, and you improve your football team with a high-class individual. Sebastian Joseph Day is a guy that's going to fit really nicely into this locker room. He's coming to win. He's coming with that mindset, and the 49ers know this is what they have to do to continually be able to be one of those top teams. And with the loss of the Ravens, they know the next 2 games are paramount. They need to win. They need to make sure they get that number 1 seed. So they're not leaving any stone unturned. As John Lynch would say, this is doing his due diligence. So in comes Sebastian Joseph Day. And what a signing it's been. And just to give you an idea of the season that Day is having, I mentioned that he played in 14 games. Of course, he got released last week. He had 32 tackles, 15 of those solo. Then he had the 3 sacks, which is impressive. And that's exactly what you're looking for, a guy that's going to make those kinds of plays and get in the backfield and create. So it's not a guy that has huge sack numbers for the interior defensive line. He gets sacks every single year. In 2019, his rookie year, of course, he got 2. Then in 2021, 3, 2022, 2, and 2023, 3. So he's actually on pace to set a career high in sacks in the season. And now he's getting into a system that the 49ers with Chris Kasarik, that is going to provide him with some opportunities for some one-on-ones like he's never seen before. Of course, he had Khalil Mack, he had Joey Bosa, but this is a little bit different. The way the 49ers scheme it and the way the 49ers are able to be aggressive consistently. Sebastian Joseph Day joins the San Francisco 49ers, and now the 49ers turn their attention to the Washington Commanders. So 49ers 53-man roster goes back to full. There was a roster spot opened by Willie Snead. Now in comes Sebastian Joseph Day to help this 49ers roster and create a rotation that is very stout. So that's what we're going to see against the Commanders now. Sebastian Joseph Day's here. 49ers rotation for the playoffs once Armstead comes back could be absolutely fantastic. So great news for the 49ers. After a stunning defeat against the Baltimore Ravens, they get a big win, picking up a blue-chip player in Sebastian Joseph Day. Let me know what you think about this signing in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. On the push for 5K, almost there. You guys have been tremendously wonderful, so I appreciate all of you. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, stay safe. And remember, the right way is always the 49ers way.